And we are live. What is going on, everyone? It's Johnny Dunn, and we are back with another one. Today, Epic VeVe live stream. Today, we just have one drop. It is day 2 of the San Diego Comic-Con. Shout out to everyone who's there. I think it's going to be a great time. Like I said on the last live stream, wish I was there today, but, we'll get to one eventually. We got Shago in the building. First one in here. Shout out to Shago. Super Simono. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We got day 2 of San Diego Comic-Con. Let's dive right into the details. We got Deadpool's truck today, the first ever Marvel Mighty's vehicle. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one does. I'll give you guys my thoughts, predictions, kind of break down my strategy if I'm going for this drop, if I'm skipping this drop. We'll see what happens. Also, I want to talk about a couple different things too in a little bit on the live stream. We got a new Disney tab. Some people think it's a big deal. Some people don't. You guys can hear my thoughts later on. And what I think this really means for the future of VeVe. I think it's a pretty big deal. Let me just share my screen just a second. Looks like my internet's kind of laggy right now. Hopefully it doesn't cut out on me. I don't have any rain here. It's pretty hot out, so we'll see what happens. Marvel VeVe, San Diego Comic-Con. Also, there's a little teaser Alex G threw out on Twitter. Not really a teaser, just kind of showing the experience of the Comic-Con, and I can't wait to bring it up because it is amazing to see, guys. I think it's got the community in a crazy excitement right now, which rightfully so. I mean, you can feel the buzz around the community right now. The energy's high. It's feeling good. Thursday, July 21st. The San Diego, welcome to San Diego poster. This is the Spider-Man one, the first day. Ultra rare. Missed out on this. Welcome to San Diego Comic-Con. Spider-Man poster the other day. Thought I had it timed perfectly, but still missed out on it. Shout out to everyone who grabbed one of these. I do think it's going to do pretty well. We see it kind of fluctuating in the market right now with the prices. Went all the way up to like 120, back down to almost just above retail. But I think it's going to do pretty well long term. I mean, Spider-Man, it's celebrating the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man. It's a pretty big deal, I think. Now, this is today's drop, the Deadpool Truck. It's a rare. Now, this is interesting because we've already had Deadpool, right? But this is the first ever vehicle as the Marvel Mighty, which we all kind of are speculating that there's going to be some kind of mini game, mobile game, some kind of game with these, right? Eventually, long term. Not promising anything in the next month or something in the short term like that. But long term, we do kind of speculate and assume there will be eventually some kind of game with the Marvel Mighties. Marvel Mighties is an exclusive license for the VeVe app, so that's pretty amazing. I think it gives Marvel every incentive to make some kind of mobile game out of it. You don't know what kind of utility this truck could bring in that game. There's 6,100 editions, $40 list price. Again, that's just speculation. Maybe it has no kind of utility in the in the future, but I think fans of Deadpool will be fans of this one. Now, me personally, I don't think this is a must-have for me. I'm not the biggest Deadpool fan, so I see this drop as, maybe if it was in an absolute bull market, January, February, I'd probably go for it to flip. It's a $40 list price, not the most expensive. 6,000 editions. It could probably still sell out rather quickly just because there's a lot of people at the San Diego Comic-Con. I think with the hype of Marvel promoting VeVe, which you're about to see in just a second. Let's bring it up right now, actually. I think it's got a lot of people excited. It's got me personally excited. This is Alex G. Also, shout out to VeVe with the little logo change. Low key. I like it. A little teal color looks like.
All right, fam, it's your boy, Alex G in the house. We're at the preview night, San Diego Comic-Con 2022, Marvel booth. Check this out. Look at that dude. Look at this. Look at Yo. Here we go.
Black Panther. That's awesome setup,
It's all happening, man. Folks. It's happening.
What an awesome setup that is, right? Let me just kind of fast forward to... Crazy. Could you guys imagine if they released the physicals of these? Oh, man. Maybe like you get a redemption code or something like that for the people at the San Diego Comic-Con. Who knows? Maybe full set holders have a chance to win it. Options are limitless, but let me know what you guys think. I think it's amazing to see, you know, a lot of promotions start to happen. Like we all kind of assumed, you know, once that cash out was rolled out to everybody, now it becomes legit. Now Marvel, I don't think there's a problem really going out of their way to really help promote the VeVe app. Amazing to see it, man. I wish I was there. That's an awesome experience, I bet. Let me get back to the rest of these details real quick before I get to some more comments. Chimichangas. We got the comic drop tomorrow. Like I said, 6,000 editions for this one. If you got extra gems and you're a fan of Deadpool, I think this is a cool one to get. I think it looks pretty cool. It's the first ever vehicle, like I keep saying. I think that could be a long-term big deal. Maybe not in the medium short term at all, but I think it looks pretty cool. It looks like it's almost like you could press a button and Deadpool comes out, but it doesn't say animated. So I don't want to say it's animated if it's not. But with their under-promising and over-delivering aspect that they've been really key on lately, who knows? Maybe the people who do get this click it and it's animated. That could cause a little FOMO right there. But again, that's like the cool surprises for the people that are fans and the collectors that are still going to go after this, because the people who go after this probably know it's not going to be, you know, triple, quadruple in price, 5x in price right away, right? Like it may even be around retail, who knows? But I think the fans of this one will still think it's pretty cool, and maybe they get rewarded with it being a little animated, who knows, right? But it's pretty cool. After some comments, I'm going to dive back into the web app and show you guys my thought process on what I think the new Disney app or the Disney tab means. Some people say it's not a big deal. What I think it is basically a tab for the posters, lenticular cards, and everything else to roll out in that category. I think what's so bullish about that is the wording in the description. So I'm going to go over that in just a second. Shago saving some gems, not going for this drop. I kind of feel the same way, Shago. Not a bad game plan right there. I think it's pretty solid. Good to see Captain America Marvel Mighty doing good. Yeah, absolutely. I think, did that pump in price? I just saw like around $60. I don't know what it was before we saw all that at the Comic-Con, but I mean, it's the FA Captain America, right? I think it's just so amazing to see Marvel really advertise and promote VeVe like that. It's just amazing to see. I've been doing well at sub 1,000. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, you know what, Planet Vampire? I think a lot of full set holders of the Mighties are feeling the same way. I used to be a full set holder of the Mighties, but I figured, you know what, with the other collections that I'm really trying to complete, I don't think I'm going to have enough funds to just be able to get every single Mighty that kept being released. And, you know, I saw it with the Thor. I didn't get any of those Thor Mighties. The Deadpool Mighties I missed out on. And I think I'm going to miss out on this one too. But for those full set holders, because people are going to be, they're going to want to be master collectors of, you know, the Marvel Mighties. I think being an exclusive IP for VeVe, that's pretty big. So I think that could carry some weight in the future. I think a lot of those people will be going for this drop too, for that reason. Morning, JD. Skipping this one? I am skipping this one, local scalper. I don't have that many gems right now. I saw Donald Duck and Daisy go back up. Good to see that. That's probably about like 250. I'm still holding on to two duplicates of them. I want to grab the poster sets though, and the lenticular card sets. That's something that I do want to grab. Not a major priority, but it is kind of a priority of mine. I do want to get them for the MCP points. So that is something I'm probably going to try to double back and get, but it's going to be tough to do that and save gems for a surprise drop, or who knows what's to come. You know, it's always tough, right? But I think I may try to get a couple posters. I think this is a set on its own. Absolutely. Yep. Mark Holman. Shout out to Mark. I believe it is a set on its own. Yes. I mean, that's one thing, real talk, that we really haven't seen roll out just yet too much. We saw a little, you know, teasers, maybe a couple things here and there, but the accessories, absolutely. I mean, those lightsabers, I think, are being slept on. Not financial advice. I do have two Yoda lightsabers, which the U lightsaber gem, yeah, I think he was talking about how he said Yoda won't be coming with a lightsaber or something like that. I forget exactly what he said, but he did release some kind of little info there on Twitter, I believe. I think accessories will be a big deal in the future. Absolutely. Especially once we get to like a lot more cars rolling out, like Fast and the Furious cars. Imagine changing the paint jobs, different rims. I mean, accessories with cars are going to be huge. Not to mention maybe like customized, upgradable features for your collectibles and stuff like that. VeVe Las Vegas in the building. Shout out to VeVe Las Vegas. Long time no see. Hope everything is all well, my man. Love the golf videos. Go Mighties. Yeah, I'm going to have to start doing a little bit more golf videos, some golf vlogs. I've been playing a lot of golf lately. Last couple rounds have been pretty bad, actually, for me. So don't really want to vlog. I want to try to get my game feeling pretty good again. That's the thing with me in golf right now. I'm not as consistent as I want to be. That's like the major key about golf is being consistent. Everyone can have a good round once in a while, but it's about, being consistent with every shot, putts, full rounds. But I'm definitely going to get back to the golf vlogs. Yes, sir, Nick. That's definitely going to come too. If VeVe can become a trading app where it can be done between collectors safely, things will explode. That's coming, man. It will make VeVe more fun. Yeah, more funner. More fun. Absolutely. So, Nick, one thing that they've said in early AMAs is that the trading aspect is going to come once that web app rolls out. And now that we have the web app, it's going to be iterations on top of each other. So we're going to see small features, start coming to the web app eventually. That way we won't have to trade off app with the whole transfer collectible type thing. It's going to be done on the web app. And that's going to be huge. Like you said, that's going to bring a lot more fun into it too. I would have to say probably pushing it towards when maybe the Master Collector program rolls out, because I think the trading is going to have a big factor with trying to get those MCP points and trading with different people. It's going to become pretty fun with that aspect. Do you know when the MCP points are going to become part of the app useful? We don't have an exact date, sub 1000, but David Yu did say, I remember Crypto Khaki asked David Yu in the last AMA saying, now that we have like the MTL being rolled out to everybody, what's like the major feature or next big thing that we're working on? And David Yu did say the Master Collector program. So I think that's like the next big thing being rolled out. I don't have an exact time frame, maybe like Q3, Q4, guessing potentially, maybe. There might have been a date, but I'm not positive. I'm just kind of assuming that sub 1000. But that is going to be the next big thing. So that's going to be that's huge right there. And I don't know exactly how many MCP points I have. I didn't download any apps to tell me. So I've been just trying to, in my head, not calculate it because I have no idea how many MCP points like daily I'm getting. But I want to try to keep my collection of things that I see. One, that I really, really love. Two, that I find things that are really valuable. Could be really valuable in the future. And then 3 for those MCP points. So I don't want to base my entire collection around them. I don't want to neglect them either. So it's definitely something that I'm thinking about consciously when I'm, in the market, etc. I've actually had to break up a couple of my sets. I was at 60 sets. I've back down to 57 sets. And I did that just to get that MC1 Ultra Rare in my collection. But now that I got that locked in, there's not really a collectible that I feel like I'm reaching for right now since I locked that in. If anything, it would be probably just to complete maybe the posters and the lenticulars. And that's really for the MCP points right there. And the history of it too, the history of the posters. I'd probably lean posters maybe a little bit before the lenticulars, but I wouldn't, sleep on the lenticulars either, just because it is, first ever time the Disney castles are released in digital format. That's a pretty big deal in my opinion. I do think we're going to get those castles in like a 3D format eventually, and that's going to be iconic. That's going to be huge. You actually have the real Disney castle instead of like just a, lenticular card of it. Both are going to be pretty cool, but I do think a 3D version of the castle would be huge. Somebody just said they shoot pretty well. Let me get to this. In the moment, I shoot average of 78 to 84 on an 18 hole. That's good right there in the moment. That's solid right there. I actually just posted a couple scores in the low 80s recently, and I'm pretty upset with it. But, 78 to 84 on average, that's solid right there. You're playing some solid golf, brother. If you're on the East Coast, we'll definitely have to get out sometime. I'm in South Jersey in that area. We'll have to play around sometime for a VeVe collectible. Let's go, VeVe Las Vegas. You know, I do think eventually we'll have like a VeVe golf outing. I think there's a lot of golfers. And you don't even have to be good, right? You could just start playing golf, whatever, just have a fun time with the whole VeVe community. I think we could probably set that up sometime, maybe within the next few months, maybe next year or so, especially as Omi starts rising for a lot of people. But yeah, to touch on this, no one's really talked about it too much, Nick. I think that's going to be one of the iterations coming within. I don't want to give it a time frame, you know, because I want to kind of be on par with VeVe's whole under promise, over deliver. Just know that is, you know, one of the major things that they're going to be working on now that MTL is rolled out for everyone. Yeah, that's a great score right there. Great average scores. I make it happen, my guy, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so we got some good golfers in the VeVe community. Let's go. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, what are my thoughts on the Spidey San Diego Comic-Con poster? I like this poster, Omar. I missed it on the drop. It sold out so fast. It was unbelievable. You know, I love those types of drops because I think I'm going to get them, one, and I love that competition. But I don't think it's going to be one of those posters that are going to be like thousands of dollars, but I think it's going to, you know, be pretty solid. One, it's Spider-Man. Anything Spider-Man is going to be pretty solid, I think, in my opinion. Two, it's celebrating the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man. So, you know, real Spider-Man collectors, fans, they're going to probably want that. And it's the first one of the Comic-Con. It's a con exclusive. I mean, I would say I like it. I wouldn't pay, you know, I wouldn't like go all in on it, in my opinion, but I think I would grab it if I had extra gems for it. It's a cool poster. DJ Tico, good morning, fam. Rion Coral, hi, good morning. Yeah, it does seem mysterious, doesn't it? It does feel like it is. I don't know if there's a surprise with it. I don't want to, you know, make you buy it. Not financial advice. I have no idea if there's a surprise, but it does. When I was looking at it in the first time going over all the drops, I felt like it was kind of mysterious, you know? It felt like there could be something with it, you know? All right, one thing I want to go over now. I'm going to show you guys, well, one, the VeVe app is just amazing. If you guys haven't checked out the brand section, either in the market or the store tab, just go look through it a couple times, you know, just soak it in. Just think of all these other NFT platforms out there and what they're trying to convince the public, you know, what's valuable, etc. And then just, you know, just take a look at what VeVe has to offer and see if you recognize any of these brands. That's what's so funny to me is like when I used to try to explain NFTs to people, you know, some people got it, some people didn't. One easy way to explain it to people is it's a digital collectible licensed by the biggest brands in the world. Eventually, that mentality is going to go worldwide. I truly believe that. It's a digital collectible. Once you start thinking about things like that, it's so much simpler to understand if you're someone who doesn't really understand NFTs and all that kind of stuff. Because I believe NFTs, I mean, the technology behind it will be used for so many different things, I think, in the future. But also, I think NFT, that word, is going to be maybe swapped for something else, like a digital collectible. It's almost like when websites first came out and everything blew up because it was a new website. It's like saying HTTP, right? Like no one says that. You just say the website, Google, Amazon, or whatever, VeVe. I just think it's going to be similar to that concept. Just look at all these brands. You got Batman, Black Panther, Cartoon Network. Think of all the things wrapped up in Cartoon Network, right? Let me just read the descriptions. I haven't read the description. Maybe. Oh, okay, they saved it. They've only got the Adventure Time and Powerpuff Girls because that's the only things that they got released so far. But the real reason why I wanted to show you guys this is because this is the new tab. Also, shout out to Sal Zeech. Let me bring up his Twitter real quick because I think I might have been one of the first people to like bring a lot of awareness to this, but I wasn't the first person to find this. And I want to show you the person who told me about this. I told him I'd give him a shout out. So his name is Reed U. Reedu. He's been in the VeVe community for a while. He was actually in our OMI Fantasy Football League. And he's got an Instagram too. I want to shout him out on the Instagram. I think his Instagram is Salzeech. Yeah. His Instagram is SALZEECH416. Shout out to Salzeech, my guy. Appreciate you for giving me the heads up. As soon as I saw it, I was like, whoa. Now, some people don't think this is a big deal. You know, I think it's a pretty big deal. And here's why. Yes, we know that the Disneyland poster collection that has its own tab, right? That's already been released with the posters. We've seen the Disney Castle NFT collection, the Hong Kong, the lenticulars have its own little tab here. But they made this tab for a reason, guys. They didn't just, just make it. And, there's nothing in it just yet besides these two posters. But look what else is in it. They have 3 more things coming at least. And let me just read the description here. Disney Parks, Experiences, and Products. Well, that alone, the title is just huge. So far, it looks like we have some products, right? Disney Parks, Experiences, and Products brings the magic of Disney stories and franchises to life through theme parks, resorts, cruise ships, unique vacation experiences, consumer products, and more around the world. With experiences created by Walt Disney, Imagineering beloved characters come to life for guests and consumers of all ages. Unbelievable, guys. I think this is going to be a huge collection series. Because could you imagine? Just listen, Disney Parks, Experiences, and Products. These are probably some products. Through theme parks, resorts, cruise ships, unique vacation experiences. Just think of the utility involved with that, right? Just use your imagination. I'm not here to, confirm that all this stuff is going to give you vacations, cruise ships, right? I'm just reading what's in the description and then trying to think of, what could possibly come in the future, right? I think that's one, probably driving some excitement. And two, that's the part of it, right? Just use your imagination. What do you think? Use your imagination. Like, not to be cliche, but with the whole Disney theme and everything, whew. Options are limitless, guys. This is a low-key gem, I think, in the wording in that description. Let me know the thoughts. What do you guys think? I'm going to hear some of the comments. Do you guys think it's a big deal? Do you guys not think it's a big deal? I think it's a pretty big deal, and I think it's bullish on what the future could bring. Especially that now we see a big IP like Jurassic Park rolling out, the airdrops. These big brands are starting to get on board with the utility because they start to see what it could do with the value and just the advertisement, the marketing, the promotion. Like, whew. Yeah, that's a good thing about that. The Tesseract. It's only 30 gems, I believe. Chimichangas. Will it sell out? DJ Tico. I think it will, just because of the excitement and, everything going on with San Diego Comic-Con. I would say I don't think it's going to sell out as fast as the posters. We've already got the Marvel Mighties. We've already got, the Deadpool, the Marvel Mighties, I should say. This is the first ever vehicle of the Marvel Mighties. That's pretty cool. I think the fans of Deadpool will like that. I'm not going to be going for this drop. I'm trying to save some gems. And also double back and grab the poster set and the lenticular cards eventually. So we'll see what happens, if I can make that happen or not. Can you imagine, though, if they do release a set in this collection? Let me bring it up. Imagine they release the next set and it's like, just like when they released the first ever Disney collectibles, it came with utility. That's amazing. It came with Disney Plus. Can you imagine if, they say the full series holders get some kind of crazy vacation experience, or maybe the next set, even a vacation experience, a cruise ship? Sheesh, that would be amazing. Let me know if you guys think it's possible. Okay, Super Rush is super bullish on the first Mighty's vehicle. I think long term it could be a good play. Colin, the Dunn show. All right, we got probably a half hour left. Let me dive into. Let's go over VeVe and threes. Shout out to Colin Lim, the Dunn show. Shout out to Comey for joining the live show the other day. That was an awesome surprise. Let's dive into VeVe and threes video for today's drop, huh? Also, we got a little NFT Pirates action. We'll probably watch that. Let me know if you guys want to watch that video together. I haven't seen it yet, so maybe if you guys seen it, you may not want to watch it. I haven't seen it yet. I was going to save it to watch it with you guys. So, and again, one of the best up-and-coming YouTube channels, in my opinion. Shout out to Heather and Corey. I didn't watch the whole video just yet, 9-minute-long video, because they broke it down into chapters, like little bookmarks here for each drop. So I figured instead of just watching the whole video once, I'll just leave it up and kind of go back to it. Probably helps them out with the views a little bit. And so we'll just, each day we'll just watch a little segment of it. I think that's probably a good idea. The first little bit was a little history of, the whole San Diego Comic-Con, which I thought was pretty cool. Let's dive into today's drop info.
The truck coming to the platform Thursday,
Oh,
New Jersey homeowners, if
gate.
you're tired of paying too much money for electricity and have a history of paying your bills,
July 21st at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This one's coming in as a rare and is minting 6,100 editions. It has a retail price of 40 gems, and this is a smart marketing move by VeVe and Marvel.
Yeah.
Deadpool is one of the most cosplayed characters at conventions, so this will have a ton of appeal to those walking the booths. Mighties are kind of VeVe's equivalent of Funkos, and a lot of people go to conventions to get limited exclusive con Funkos. This is probably why VeVe added this to the lineup, and also why they picked a gigantic Mighty statue for their booth.
Great
Fun
idea.
fact, Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, doesn't even like Chimichangas. He just loves the word. The first comic from the con is going to be House of M #1. And
I didn't even know that. We'll save the House of M for tomorrow's drop. I probably will be going for that comic tomorrow, so that's going to be a good one. Just a little quick deep dive on the Marvel Mighty drop today. Super Rush, my friend is at Comic-Con right now. He's at Comic-Con right now. And if they are doing any exclusive promo codes, I asked her, I'll pay for it if she grabs it. Oh, that is awesome, Super Rush. Yeah, shout out to your friend, too, at Comic-Con. I hope she enjoys it. Is this her first time seeing VeVe, too, at Comic-Con? Like, was she in VeVe and then went to the Comic-Con? Or did she just go to the Comic-Con and see VeVe and was like, oh, is this the VeVe thing you were talking about? Because you never know, right? But that's awesome. Do I have a job? And if so, what do you do? My job is to make VeVe content. That's my job, Jack Spratt. So I graduated with a degree in teaching, health and phys ed. And I was teaching for a little bit right out of college a few years ago. I was actually at a middle school. And I was like, you know what? I just felt so hungry and passionate about so many different things. I was at recess one day and I had like an epiphany. I was like, what am I doing here right now? Watching these kids at recess. I'm like 23 years old. I'm like, I feel like I have so much more I want to try and go do. So I decided to stop teaching. And for the last few years, I've been trying to do a bunch of different things. Started my own business in 2017. Still trying to make that work and into something. It's not at the point where I can financially support myself. So that's still a grind. But you got to think too, a lot of people said it's time to move on from it, etc. But people don't realize most businesses take 10 years before people even make any kind of money, right? So it's something I'm passionate about. It has to do with like fantasy sports and FanDuel and DraftKings and stuff like that. So I have a passion for it. I'm going to do it no matter what, even if I have no subscribers. I like doing it. So that's something I'm always going to try to do. And then I tried doing music too. I started making music in 2018 randomly out of nowhere. Never had any kind of music background or anything. It was just something that I wanted to try to do. I was making podcasts for the fantasy sports stuff, and I had a mic laying around, a $30 microphone. I was like, you know what? How can I advertise this in a way that's different? Because a lot of people were doing podcasts back then, like for sports. And I was like, what can I do to do something different? I was like, what if I made a theme song? And I started laughing. I was like, it's gonna go two ways, right? It's gonna be either so bad that my business goes viral because of it, which is a good thing, or it's going to be good and I end up liking it. I don't know which it was, but it was probably a combination of both. I fell in love with it. Looking back at my first songs I ever made, I was like, wow, what was I doing? But that's, part of the growth, right? I had no idea what I was doing. I had a $30 podcast mic. I got a beat from YouTube and I just laid vocals over it and put it out on SoundCloud and said it was a theme song for my business. And what really turned the corner was I got a comment on the SoundCloud, right? At the time, I didn't even know how to upload music to iTunes, Spotify. I had no idea. Didn't even think about that. Uploaded to SoundCloud and someone wrote a comment saying, where can I buy this on? It's not on iTunes. And that's what flipped the switch for me. And I was like, what? I have somebody out there that wants to buy this right now? So that's when I discovered TuneCore and learned how to put music out on iTunes, Spotify, etc., and went down the whole rabbit hole for a few years. Did a live show just to see if I could, if I really had my visions matched up with what happened. Killed the live show. It was amazing. The fans there, was probably over 100 people there in North Jersey. It was an amazing time. And I'm still making music, just haven't been down that creative mode in a while. So just trying to do a bunch of different things right now. Something that I do want to eventually do. I was trying to get a job last year at a golf course, but I ended up not getting a job. This year, I do want to get a job at a golf course because, one, it's going to be free golf. Now it's going to help financially big time. That way I don't have to keep paying for rounds. And I'm just around the game. Golf's something that I love so much. And I thought about coaching baseball too, but the thing with coaching, because baseball is what I went to college for. But what I learned with coaching is, I had a varsity head coach job offered to me. I went for the job. I got the job. And I was like, wow, you know what? This is such a big commitment for myself. I wasn't ready to do that because I was still trying to play baseball. And at the time, like when I'm a coach, I want to give 100% of myself to the kids and become the best coach I possibly can. And even to this day, I feel like I don't have the time to commit to doing that because financially it's not rewarding. And I wouldn't coach just for financial reasons. I would coach to try to be like one of the best coaches. And I just don't have the time to dedicate to it right now. It's something I want to do. I want to be a teacher and a coach eventually. But right now I'm just trying to do a bunch of different things. And golf's top of my priority list. I would say golf, playing golf, trying to do something with that. I'm going to be entering some tournaments. I have a tournament coming up in a month, late September. So maybe like closer to 2 months away. But yeah, so that's my story. I mean, I will get into teaching eventually again, but kind of using that as like a backup plan in my life, basically. J.O., thoughts about Abe Lincoln stamp long term? Long term, I think Abe Lincoln's iconic, right? It's part of history. When I saw Abe Lincoln, I knew it was something I had to get right away. I got an Abe, a George Washington, and a Ben Franklin. The George and the Ben are kind of just common, high mints, nothing crazy. But I felt like I had to have them in my showroom, in my collection. They're iconic. I mean, you got presidents. You got the first president ever. Like, you got George Washington. You got Ben Franklin, Abe Lincoln. Abe Lincoln's iconic, man. I mean, for how cheap they are, too, I think for me personally, it was a must-have in my collection. I don't have the Secret Rare. Secret Rare is probably pretty sweet to have. You have all of them. Can't go wrong with them, in my opinion. I don't think they're going to be like tens of thousands of dollars, but I think collectors will want them. Yeah, it's interesting the Spider-Man poster's back to retail. Like I said, I don't think it's going to do amazing. I think it's going to do okay. Work is for suckers. Basically, I've been trying to turn my passions into my paycheck. Like, that's been my whole... I thought I created that slogan. I didn't realize I didn't create the slogan. That's just what I've been saying to my music ever since I started making music. Like, I have lyrics that say, like, make your passion your paycheck. That's just what my whole life motto is about, because I wasn't doing that at first. I took a job teaching just because that's what I felt like I was supposed to do, and I just wasn't happy at all. I was just like, this is miserable. I could not see myself doing this for the next 40 years of my life. And there's nothing wrong with teaching. My mom's a teacher. She absolutely loves it. It's something that I want to do eventually in my life. I just want to be one of those motivating teachers to tell kids, don't settle in life, chase your dreams. And how would that look if Mr. Dunn was 23 years old telling these kids, don't quit, chase your dreams? They'd be like, well, Mr. Dunn, why'd you stop? So it's one of those things where I don't want to be a hypocrite. You got to go all in on your dreams and your beliefs. And I'm lucky enough, fortunate enough to have the ability to still live at home, which I'm getting older now. So, time's running out, I feel like. But that was why it was such a blessing to find VeVe, is because I did, I felt like time was running out. So I was like, you know what, maybe I do just, go back to teaching, etc. And it's like, I found VeVe at the most perfect time in my life. It was unbelievable. So I've been just trying to still make my passions, turn them into paychecks, basically. Wow, she's been to Comic-Con like 10 years in a row, but has no idea was VeVe, or I think you meant, but had no idea what VeVe is and loves Marvel. That's amazing to find that out, Super Rush. Ooh, I didn't even check that out, real talk. Maybe I have to go take a look right now. Puzzle pieces. I was wondering what that was. I didn't realize. I didn't put it together. Yep, puzzle pieces from the face. That was actually awesome. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Good luck to you, mate. Appreciate that, Jack Spratt. Appreciate that big time. And it's one of those things where I got a degree in something that I did like doing. Being a health and physical education teacher. It was one of those, I'm not like your typical teacher, and I didn't want to be in a classroom all day. I'm kind of just playing sports and, motivating, inspiring kids. It was something that I had fun doing while I was doing it. So I felt like later in life, one, I would be good at it, and two, I would have fun doing that too. It's just being so young, I felt like I didn't want to do that just yet. I want to still kind of try to at least accomplish some of these life goals that I've always had. Like music was something I always wanted to do, but I was like, people would judge me, etc. Never even thought about how I would start doing music. So when I was doing the podcast and I had the mic laying around, I was like, yo, people in my hometown are going to be like, what are you doing? But I didn't care. I was like, F them. I had a lot of hometown friends that I grew up with, childhood friends that stopped talking to me, etc. And I was like, screw you. I don't care. If you're judging me because I want to do something I love, then you weren't my friend in the first place. You know what I mean? It was like, I had a lot of people that do support me. So I'm just doing things that I love and enjoy. Zachary Roy, good morning. Good morning. Kay Walker in the building. Been some time, missed me. Did you miss me, Kay Walker? I'm glad you're back. Glad to see you, brother. Dragus, I'm passing on today's drop, brother. I really came on just to talk with you guys, share my thoughts on what the Disney new tab could mean in the future. I think that's pretty, a pretty big deal. Also, I kind of just wanted to maybe go over the VeVe and 3 video and possibly the NFT Pirates video too. Jimbo Lee Lingo, good morning. Good morning. Crypto King, are you going to make a VeVe song? I'm definitely going to get back into creating more new music. I haven't made new music since the features on It's Wonderful's album. And before that, my last music or album was Never Give Up. So it's about time I start making some new music. I just haven't been in that creative zone lately. I've been so like full on like a competitive competition mode. I haven't really been in that creative space just yet. And it's something where I don't want to force it. All my music has been just literally just coming from my gut, just coming from the inside, So when it comes out, it comes out. But let me have to play a little Gary V. It's not a V. Well, yeah, we'll play a little VeVe song right now. Let's go. This is VeVe Vault. Definitely go download this album.
I got my stash in it. We on the moon, it was no accident. I got that on me, I'm so passionate. Diamond heads, I ain't selling it. I got that sauce, it's in the cabinet. I got a bag, now I'm too legit.
Definitely Bobby Green.
Look at my vote, it's so extravagant. Couple collectible, triple and double it. We really got it on smash. Nigga bank my bag. VeVe got me doing math. Dexter in the lab. Scientists in the dad. I ain't makes no cash, like a Tesla whip, no gas. Invested since May, yeah, we made it to November. Did a lot of things, only OGs can't remember. Still getting paid for NFTs in the winter. Yes, I'm feeling wonderful, my vault is up in May. Review my vault, I got my stash in it.
I got the next verse.
We on the moon, it was no accident.
Then I'm gonna go over this, Bobby Green.
Got that on me, I'm so passionate. Diamond heads, I ain't
Selling it.
I got that sauce, it's in the cabinet. I get a bag, now I'm too legit. Why they so mad, now that we crypto rich? Look at my vote, it's so extravagant. 100K in my vote,
It's extravagant.
master collector,
Yeah, I manifested it.
saw the vision back in March, so I
Captured it.
A lot of
People lost hope. We never give up.
try to stay afloat, stacking.
Get all my Omi up.
A lot of people wishing that they
Never gave up. Omi is a lifestyle just starting up.
hot and they cold.
Watch them all flip sides. Millionaire in the making, holding 2 prize.
3 times retail.
Call that pretty wise.
Review my vote, I got my stats in it. We on the moon, it was
There's
no
no
accident.
accident.
Got that on me, I'm so passionate. Diamond heads, I
Ain't
ain't
selling it.
I got that sauce, it's in the cabinet.
Man, shout out to It's Wonderful, man. So yeah, there's a song, VeVe Vault, but I'm definitely gonna be making more new music. Bobby Green, hello, please tell us about this new tab on the VeVe app. My mind is going crazy. So I did cover it a little bit early on, but I'll talk about it again. We got 20 minutes to the drop. Sorry, NFT pirates, we got a couple things to keep going over here. Where is it? So guys, this is the new tab. Now let me rewind a little bit. Let me kind of talk about how I talked about it before. Now this is the first of all, go to the store tab or the market tab and search by the brands and just be in awe. Soak it all in, guys. This is what VeVe has to offer. Only a year and a half in. Think about that, right? Have you guys ever heard of Batman, Cartoon Network, Coca-Cola, Captain America, Star Wars, Disney? Now here's the kicker, right? We know the posters have a tab, right? Disneyland Resort Poster Collection. They also have the tab for the Hong Kong Disney Castle NFT collection. They made this tab for a reason, guys. This is the one right here. Now, shout out to Sdcc on Instagram. Shout out to, his name's ToRead. ToReadu on Twitter. TREEDU on Twitter. He's the one who let me know about this. He's in the Omi Fantasy Football League with us last year. And he's in it again with us this year. And we got a new member this year, I think, in the Omi Fantasy Football League. Shout out to my guy, NFT Flenny. Let's go. Glad to have you in the league this year, brother. Get ready to lose. I'm only kidding. All right, but anyway, this is the tab, right? Disney Parks, Experiences, and Products. Now, those posters and the lenticular cards are in here with 3 more tabs missing. Now, the real thing that's got everyone excited here is the description. Disney Parks, Experiences, and Products brings the magic of Disney stories and franchises to life through theme parks, resorts, cruise ships, unique vacation experiences, consumer products, and more around the world. With the experiences created by Walt Disney Imagineering, beloved characters come to life for guests and consumers of all ages. So we have Disney products probably right here, consumer products. Now, I'm not saying that these are going to guarantee utility. It comes with like a cruise ship, a vacation experience, but it's a possibility, right? Maybe the next collection is something that has to do with a vacation experience as a utility, and they say that. Maybe they don't say it. We had the first ever Disney NFTs come with utility. Now, they stated it that it was going to come with utility with the Disney Plus subscription. Maybe these are, surprises. If you collect the whole 5 series, you get access to a vacation experience, a Disney cruise. I have no idea. I'm not sitting here saying this is what's happening. I'm just kind of listing out future speculation ideas because this is huge in my opinion. The description. We have the full entire Disney IP. So options are limitless, guys. Unbelievable. I think this is one of those things where you could just keep reading and your mind could just keep running with ideas. Maybe it's, if you do have one of these collection series, who knows? If I was to lay a guess, maybe it's a full set of these. Maybe if you have all 5. Who knows, right? They haven't told us, so it's all speculation, but wow. Scott said, people who don't buy these posters now are going to wish they did. Maybe so. I'm going to try to go back and buy a couple. But I'm also trying to save some gems because you don't know what kind of surprises VeVe has in store. And I'm not even guaranteed that there will be a VeVe surprise drop, right? I'm just saying the options are open-ended, right? It's a possibility. Also, let me bring up... before I do, great point, J.O., with this comment. Most prices for the Mighties have been $13, 100% correct. Now, with this Marvel Mighties drop, it's $40. So could something else be coming with the truck? And that's kind of what I was thinking, right? I didn't realize, or I didn't really think of it because of the price point, but that's a great point right there. I was thinking of it just because it was the first ever Mighty vehicle. $40, definitely going to be a full set, most likely, J.O. Anytime a collectible drops by itself, you can almost bet or assume it's going to be a full set. I do like it's going to be a full set by itself. It does seem like there's going to be something coming with it because it is a $40 price point. Definitely interesting. I'm going to go over the video I shared in the very beginning, just in case there's any new users tuned in who didn't see this in the very beginning. This is from the VeVe Twitter account, Alex G. It's amazing. Anytime we see Marvel just promoting VeVe, absolutely amazing to see, guys.
All right, fam, it's your boy, Alex G in the house. We're at the preview night, San Diego Comic-Con 2022 Marvel booth. Check this out. Look at that dude.
Amazing.
Look at Yo.
That looks great, too. The Black Panther.
It's all happening, folks. It's happening. All right, fam, it's your boy.
That is awesome to see. I actually have a common low mint Panther or Black Panther for sale. I should probably delist it. I'm okay with letting it go because I have the secret rare, but man, that is awesome to see, man. I get excited anytime I see these big brands promoting VeVe. VeVe feels like my baby. It feels like all of our babies, right? I mean, we were here when it was so small. Seeing it grow, over the years, the ups and downs, and it's been amazing. So when I see these big brands really get on board and promote it just feels incredible. Yes, absolutely, Riley Pie. This would be a game changer. And this kind of goes into the theory of what J.O. is thinking, what I'm thinking. It is total speculation. I'm glad you put that out there, but it makes sense. Some kind of surprise would be with it because it is $40, right? We've never seen a Marvel Mighty come out with $40. Let me bring it up. Let's see if I can bring the drop up on the web app. Maybe we can see a surprise in 3D here. That'd be awesome if it was drivable, man. Or like animated a little bit or something. Or interact, like you said, interacts maybe with other Mighties. You know what would be cool? You know what I'm thinking of right now? What if you click on it and this opens up and then you can put other Mighties in there? Or the rest of the Deadpool's in there and it's like you're selling the hot dogs or whatever, That is amazing. I think that's what's going to happen. Guys, if that's what happens, I'm clipping this video and putting it out there. I love doing that. Wow. With that being said, I still am going to pass on the drop, or maybe the back opens up or something if you click on it. With that being said, I am going to still pass on the drop just because I'm trying to save up gems and I don't want to go for the drop just to gamble on that just in case and then be left with it because I don't absolutely love it. That is awesome though. And again, that would fit their motto. They're really living up to under promising, over delivering. It may not help having a lot of the speculation, but again, guys, remember, this is all speculation. I am not saying this is 100% coming. Just trying to think of different ideas of why it was a little bit more expensive. Maybe because there is a truck, but it feels like it could be animated or drivable or something. I'm going for it. Let's go, Riley Pie. I hope you get it. Okay, Walker's going for it. I think it could sell out just because, you know, there's a lot of people at San Diego Comic-Con. The whole Marvel promotion is unbelievable. Obviously, not everybody who sees it is going to sign up to the VeVe app. You know, there will be a conversion rate, a percentage of people. We don't know what it is, but it seems like a lot of people are at least downloading the VeVe app from there, which is good to see. We saw the first one sell out ASAP, and I think the people who do have all the Mighties are going for this one 100% because the people who are, you know, master collectors of the Marvel Mighties, they're not going to skip this one. You know, people are going to want to try to grab them all, so they're going to definitely be getting this one too. And I'm hoping there will be some kind of surprise maybe for the holders, the fans of this one, if it's drivable, animated. I mean, looking at it again, guys, I do think that, you know, maybe once you get it, you can click on it, the back opens up, or maybe like the side opens up here, and then you can put the rest of the Deadpool Mighties or any Mighties in the truck like they're serving the Chimichangas. Yeah. I don't know. I felt like that'd be pretty cool. Definitely a lot of cool showroom building if that's the case. Sure, I go for it, but let's see. Omi Queen in the building. How we doing, Omi Queen? Trying to get 4 of them. Okay, so Omi Queen's going kind of hard on this draft. Good to know. Good to know. That way you can always let go of a couple as they go up in price. Still hold on a couple. And it's like you got it for free at that point. Solid move. Hopefully it works out for you. I think it, you know, has a possibility to do pretty well because of the hype and everything. It's not like there's 10,000 editions. There's only double the amount of editions of the first drop. Ooh, okay. Hoping for an airdrop for all the set holders. I think that's a good thing to hope for right there. I mean, you probably have a good percentage of that happening. It's one of the reasons why I really wanted to be, you know, a master collector of all the Marvel Mighties, because being an exclusive license just for VeVe, I think, is a huge deal. You know, I think Marvel has a lot of incentive to not only create a game, but to make airdrops for full set holders, make all kinds of things like that happen. So I really hope to see that. I won't be rewarded because I don't have them all, but I think that would be fun to see for all the people that do have them. So Omi Queen, you have all the Marvel Mighties? That's a big accomplishment right there. Shout out to you, Omi Queen. I don't think there's too many people that are, you know, full Marvel Mighty set holders out there. That's awesome to see. Getsy in the building. Are you going for this drop, Getsy? It's a $40 Marvel Mighty, so it's leading people to think that there could be more to come with the truck, because most of those Marvel Mighty drops are around like 12, 13 bucks, I think. Let's go. Going for it. Oh my gosh. Omi Queen is the Marvel Mighty Queen. 200 Mighties. They're all I want. That is amazing. 200 Marvel Mighties. That's huge. Shout out to Omi Queen. She's a master collector of the Marvel Mighties. That's awesome to see. That makes me want to get them all. Shout out to you, Omi Queen. That's amazing. Once again, I'm probably going to be delaying the NFT Pirates video because it's an hour long. So my game plan for this is to watch, 30 minutes before the drop, 30 minutes after the drop. So I'm going to make it a point to make sure we watch this one tomorrow. There's a couple things I wanted to talk about, so it kind of took up our time today before the drop. And I'm not going to stay on that long after the drop today. So tomorrow, that's my game plan. Tomorrow, we'll probably start at like 10:30, maybe like 10:20. Watch first half hour, 10 minutes before the drop. Go for the drop, and then we'll watch, 30 minutes after it. It's only got more than 277 views now. Yeah, let's go. 1.5K. Let's go. I watched like the first 9-10 minutes of it only so far, but we'll rewind it to the very beginning. That was the Twitter. Again, guys, this is another album, man.
Here's how to form an LLC online for free. Step 1. Give your LLC a name that's not used by another business in the state and choose an official address.
Where's this
Step
ad coming
2.
from?
Choose
Oh,
a registered
pirates.
agent. This person will
I was like, where's this ad coming from? Is this Pineapple's website? But yeah, Non-Fungible, man. This is the album of the decade. Non-Fungible by It's Wonderful. That's the album, man. Gotta download that. Check it out. Getsy's going for it for sure. Easy, cheap set. It's definitely memeability. That's a great point right there. I do think maybe like the sides could open up, the back could open up. That would be an awesome surprise right there, Getsy. Thoughts about future physical Mighties? Yeah, J.O. Because the Mighties are an exclusive license for the VeVe app, what I'm thinking about that is maybe they do like some kind of raffle for physicals, or maybe they reward the full set holders like Omi Queen, who has every single Marvel Mighties. Maybe she's eligible and she gets like a promo code and she's able to, enter it in and then redeem it and get some of these physical Marvel Mighties. That would be insane, right? That would be awesome. Like when they showed the physical Captain America Mighty, let me bring it up again. Yeah, 4 minutes to the drop. Physical Marvel Mighty would be huge, guys. And we've already seen them. They're made. And the gloss on it just looks amazing.
Yeah.
Man, like, look how huge it is, too. That's a big collectible right there. Imagine that in the background of, like, videos and stuff like that. That is amazing. That's the first appearance of Captain America in digital format. That's it right there. That's a grail, in my opinion. A low-key, one of the, low-key grails. Team Mighty. All right, 2 minutes to the drop. Let me just go over it real quick. I mean, I don't think we'll need to time this perfectly. But again, if you guys want to have a chance to time it perfectly, what I try to do is count down with like 5 to 10 seconds. So I'll give an example, acting like there's 0 minutes left. I would count down from like 10 seconds, and I would press right before I think the buy now is going to pop up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Buy now. Perfect. So what I mean by pop up is it used to pop up, but it just becomes clickable. So the buy now button becomes clickable 1 second after 0. So instead of waiting till 0 minutes, 0 seconds, and then clicking, since we know it becomes clickable 1 second after 0, you can start your click, slightly before it becomes clickable. So by the time you actually click, it's just perfect timing. Now, if you click too soon, you will have to go back and kind of hurry up and click it. But we'll see. I don't know if this is going to sell out as fast as the first one. I think maybe there's going to be a window where you could probably react to it and press it a tiny bit late. But yeah, the shipping of a life size has to be a monster. Good point. So maybe it is kind of like, reduced for, there probably won't be that many physicals. But, I feel like maybe they are saving it for like the full set holders, and then that way they don't have to ship out that many. We got less than a minute. K Walker says, you are late, 0.1 seconds. Lost your touch after killing the bots. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like my touch is still on point, K Walker. I got the Da Vinci drop, which was crazy hard to get. Missed the last drop, which I thought I still had good timing. 30 seconds left makes me want to go for it. This is having some discipline right here. I'm holding off. I'm not going for this drop. But I think for $40, you know, I think I only have like 100 gems right now. And I could go for 10 seconds, guys. Two, 1, 0. Bye now. You think it's sold out? Let me try. It's sold out. Woo! Let me know, did everybody get it, or did it sold out or sell out so quick people still lost? Wow, so Super Simona took an L. So it sold out fast. I think it could start out above retail. I think there's a good chance. Let's go. Getsy nailed it. Did you get a good mint, Getsy? Or did you exit out because you're trying to go for multiples? Interesting. I'm glad to see it sell out ASAP. Like, that's a great sign. You know what's funny too? Like, everyone says how much we're in a bear market. And we are in a bear market. I would agree. You know, things are, you know, around the world, you know, economically not doing great. But everything sells out on VeVe ASAP. Just imagine what's going to happen when, you know, we're not in a recession, right? Oh, man. K Walker got a dub. K Walker's touch is still there. Energy got a not great mint, but still got one. I think if you just locked one in, that's pretty solid. Today's drop is hard. Okay, so both 4,000 mints. No way. K Walker took an L after getting it on loading. So that's happened to me before, K Walker, but I would go back and come back in and see if you still have that pending screen. Because if you still have the pending screen, you know, sometimes that happens. Like, I think it happened to me. What drop was it? It's kind of recently. I went for a drop, got it, hit confirmed, and it was like loading, saying I didn't get it. I was like, what? Backed out and came back in and said 1 pending order. I was like, wow. So it did lock in. J.O. missed it. So this one sold out really quick. Yeah, Super Rush. Good mint right there. Almost a sub 1,000, man. Couldn't get a second. I didn't think it was going to sell out that fast. I thought there was a possibility because first ever vehicle. Let's go. Oh, so you did get one. All right, good to know. Good to know. Yeah, no, that's like a weird error that happens sometimes. It happens to me a lot. It happened to me on one of the Disney drops. I think it was Iron Man. Iron Man might have been the only Disney drop in November, like that week of the first Disney drops that I actually got. Actually, I got the skateboard too, but that was on a rebound, like a 4-minute rebound. So the only one I got like on the real drop was that Iron Man. But when I got it, it had that error. I was like, no way. Backed out, came back in, and then I saw that I had the 1 pending order. So I was like, wow, I did lock it in. Energy's almost at 120. Oh my gosh. He's got double the sets I do now. Huge. Shout out to Energy, man. Racking up the sets. MCP points would be big. Noble Matt. Been a while, Johnny, but I got a dub today. Let's go. First ever Marvel Mighty vehicle. Being $40, I'm expecting maybe a little surprise with this one. Now, the market's going to be open. Market's open, so interesting to see what it'll come out right away. Oh, it's already, wow. So it's at $45 right now. I forgot. So it's already, like, there's already people selling it. That's crazy it gets delivered that quick now. That's amazing to see. The progress with VeVe is amazing. No, everybody who's selling, I'm already following. The first, like, 15 people. I'm going to go in there and click on it and see if we get a little surprise animation or anything. Oh, so it doesn't open up. I really thought it would, man. Interesting. Yeah, so there's no animation or anything like that yet. Now, again, this could fit in line with kind of what I was thinking before with the dinosaurs. This is, again, huge speculation. I'm not confirming this, guys. But because this looks like it could have a possibility of like opening the doors or something like that, it reminds me of the dinosaurs not having sound. We know the T-Rex has the sound, so we know they could have easily added sound to Beta and Blue. And for some reason, they didn't. And so that led me to think they easily could have. And because people complain and they still didn't add it yet, that led me to think, I said this on the last live stream, thinking that maybe it's part of the MCP OUP plan. Like you could upgrade your dinosaurs and add the sound to it, like the Beta and Blue, similar to the T-Rex sound. So maybe that's like the deal with some of these collectibles going in the future. Like if you wanted to upgrade this truck, have it like animated, you could maybe become a certain MCP rank or maybe stake a certain amount of OMI, which would allow this feature to happen. Who knows? But maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just a truck by itself, right? Maybe $40 full set. It's $42 right now. Energy got a nice 531 on a rebound, looks like. I'm not sure if Omi Queen got one or not. Yeah, Omi Queen, if you're still watching, did you end up getting one? I'm going to retweet some people on Twitter. If you got a good mint and want me to retweet you, just tag me. Jay Ortiz. Oh, Jay Ortiz got two. Brandon got one. Chris Coffee got one. Let's go, Chris. When you're craving some shenanigans in the metaverse looking for a food truck, you know where to find me. That's hilarious. Shout out to Brandon Maldonado. Randy got one. Nice mint. Let's go. 679 man for Randy. Hey, okay. Sub 1,000. I see you. Greyhound. I'm outside and did the drop with data. Still got one. 2008. Man, that's a clean looking mint. Really bullish. I like the username. Solid move. Super Shimono decided not to go for it. J.O. got a rebound. I feel like it depends. You know, if you have a limited amount of gems, like I only have a limited amount of gems right now. And I'm still trying to save some gems at the same time, double back and get the posters when I can. So I may have to add in some more money. We'll see what happens. I don't want to have to do that because I really don't have much more right now. And the little bit I do, I'm trying to save for Omi. So funds are tight right now, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if I can make some moves, make something happen. But yeah, guys, give NFT Pirates a view. I mean, you guys are probably subbed to his channel already. I don't know if you want to watch this video on your own. Shout out to Danny BR, my guy, Sean from Comics Crypto. Usually I watch your videos all the time, like right away, but I decided to save this one. I'd rather watch it with you guys. But if you guys already watched it and you don't want to end up watching together tomorrow, no hurt feelings at all. Maybe you want to watch it again. Maybe you'll catch a little gem that you might have missed. But just wanted to come on for a short amount of time today. A little short live stream. Short live stream, 2 hours. It's only about an hour. Sometimes these lives can go like 2, 3, 4 hours at times, but I think I'm gonna cut it off about like an hour today. Just a short little live. Also, I think people are gonna be vlogging the Comic-Con experience today. I could be wrong. Maybe it's tomorrow, but be on the lookout for some YouTubers. Maybe it's Randy or Comics and Crypto. Who knows, right? But I'm definitely gonna be trying to watch some of their vlogs if they vlog it. So that'd be fun to tune into. But make sure you guys like the channel, like the video, give you some good luck for the next drops coming up today. Let's go. Is Marvel doing a live stream at the Comic-Con? Because I'll probably be in there too. I didn't realize they had plans to do that. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see the live streams there, man. I get so excited when I see these big brands like Marvel and promoting VeVe like crazy. It's just amazing to see that finally really start to happen. I think it's only the beginning. I think we're going to start to see it ramp up as these new features start to, keep rolling out. I mean, once trading's live on the VeVe app, huge. Good to know, Getsy. Is this on the Marvel's YouTube channel or is it like on Instagram or probably on YouTube, right? I'm going to have to make sure I follow Marvel on YouTube. But till tomorrow, I will be live streaming. I wanted to live stream every day of this event. So I will be live streaming tomorrow again, even if it's just for like an hour and a half, something small, but good to know. Good to know, Getsy. Appreciate you. Just search YouTube Marvel San Diego Comic-Con 2022 live. Yeah, definitely will. Definitely will. I'll be in there. And be on the lookout for the other YouTubers today because, definitely want to support them if they're vlogging. But you guys can catch me tomorrow. With all that being said, 11/11, make a wish. Wishing that we get to drop the secret rare for tomorrow or maybe a crazy low mint, right? Depending on which cover you guys like for tomorrow. But I still have to dive into the research of the comic tomorrow. I really don't know too much about it. I like the fact that it's pretty limited. So that should be fun. With all that being said today, I will be signing out today, guys. It's your boy, Johnny Dunn. We out, fam.